Hi everybody, I'm back with another yoga class full of fun and games. It's going to be very exciting if I do say so myself. Join me in Shukasan, but I want you to not come into that normal cross-leg position that you naturally go to. In fact, if you're there already, take that outer foot and bring it in towards you. So I want you to sit in the way that you don't normally sit, because we all have a side that we do more often. Let's make this a little bit more normal right now. Hands onto the knees, roll your shoulders to the back and down and straighten the spine, but sit comfortably still. So make sure you can breathe into your whole upper body, but don't overdo that sitting tall. And you can always sit on a block as well if you want. Now close your eyes and start feeling the breath. And feel your heartbeat, which shouldn't be too difficult, but you can always bring a hand to your chest if you need to. And start guiding your breaths slowly in and slowly out. In through the nose and really take your time. And out through the nose as well. You may feel that breath go all the way into the shoulders and to the back. Just be aware of where you can feel it. We're all a little bit different. And on your exhalations, when you're naturally relaxing, very consciously soften your body. So keeping the length in the spine, but allowing the shoulders to drop a little bit more, the arms to get heavier. And then a gentle sigh out, closed mouth on a sound, something like this. And if that felt nice, 2 more like that. And we gently start moving into the neck. This could morph into circles, but it doesn't have to be anything in particular. So just move in a way that's comfortable for you. Start moving your shoulders along with the neck. And then straighten the head and roll your shoulders to the back. As always, the eyes can stay closed. You're not missing anything at all. If you're opening the eyes, you're just seeing me rolling the shoulders, which is not that interesting. So we'll focus on what's going on inside of us. Still aware of the breath. And then right hand to the ground, left arm goes up and over to the right side. Nice and gently press your hips down, so that left hip as well. As you slowly sink into your right arm a little bit, open the left palm to the ceiling and drop the chin to your right shoulder. From there, go over to the left armpit and keep the head there. And release. And we change sides, bringing the outer foot in towards us. So that's probably the side of Shukasan, happy pose, easy pose that you'll find is more natural to you. We close the eyes again if they opened and bring the left hand to the ground. Right arm goes up and then over to the left side. Slowly drop the chin to the left shoulder. Open the right palm to the ceiling. And bring the chin to your right armpit. And release. Round your back and bring the arms to the front. Pull your left wrist gently to the right side. And then your right wrist gently to the left side. And keep feeling the breath. Arms go up as we inhale. And we raise the head and we open the eyes, interlock the palms, the hands even, and push the palms away from you. Send them as far to the back as you can, and as you do, start squeezing your shoulder blades and dropping the chin to the chest. Now focus just on the shoulder blades, press them towards each other, and then push your elbows down, straighten the head. Inhale, arms go up, head goes up. Exhale, chin to chest, elbows down. Focus on the shoulder blades, both as you raise the arms and as you lower. And then keep that W shape, but start rolling into your shoulders, letting the fingers, spreading the fingers as wide as you can, and letting the hands and elbows be part of that movement. And then we come onto all fours. Move the hips gently from side to side. And then slowly round your back and keep moving the hips from side to side. And then from a neutral spine back or into a gentle arch. So it's a little bit of an arch here anyway. We exaggerate that a little bit. Arms are long. We might look to the front. And as we may have guessed, if this isn't your first class with me, my favorite way to warm up the spine, round your back, drop the head. Push the shoulder blades apart. Keep that length in the arms and the space between the shoulder blades as you arch your back and raise the head. And we're going to exhale and round, and inhale and arch. Find a rhythm that works for your breath rather than adjusting the breath to your movement. And then raise your right arm and drop the chin to the left shoulder. Just keep the neck relaxed. And release. Left arm goes up, chin to shoulder, so the head drops. And release. We replace the elbows with where the hands were and drop the head. And then we might be able to walk the forearms a little bit further forwards. Drop the forehead to the ground and maybe bring the hands onto the shoulder blades. And we push ourselves slowly into child's pose. Arms are long. And rounding the back, we come to sit on the heels. I know that's not comfortable for everyone. Adapt if you want to. And then raise the arms and move into your wrists. And float the arms down. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale and twist, opening up to the right side. Drop your right hand, send the left arm to the back. And back up, we raise the arms and we open up to the left side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. And back. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, float the arms down, and then we make our way onto all fours. And from here, send the legs to the back. Strong arms here, and remember shoulder blades apart, just the same as when we were in Padmanasana and our tabletop pose, and we gently come forwards and back. And we release the left knee, bring the right foot firmly onto the ground and raise the left arm. Arm goes from here to the front. And if we can't find enough balance here, the left foot just slides out. So it's completely fine. Now grab hold of your right foot with the right hand, look to the back and then up. And release. From here back into a plank. This time we'll hold rather than rock forwards and back. You can push your shoulders a little bit further to the front, but at the same time push your heels towards the back so that you feel that stretch into the calves. Release the right knee, left foot firmly onto the ground. Right foot can slide out as we raise the left arm and send that arm to the front. Grab hold of your left foot now and look to the back and then maybe up. And release. Coming onto all fours. Draw a circle around your wrists, and if you feel strong, you can do the same thing with your or in a plank, in Dandasana. I don't know what it is with me. Have you noticed that I can't really speak anymore? Maybe it's not too dissimilar to normally. Now from here, knees on the ground as they were up. Breathe in, raise your right arm. And this time we won't stop here. We're going to take that arm over to the left side and drop the arm and head onto the ground. The left arm goes up. Knees can stay where they are, or we might raise that left leg and even hold on to the foot. But if the knees stay on the ground, you want to focus on your back. You can gently press your hips towards the right side. And then release. And change sides. Left arm goes up. And we guide the arm to the right side and onto the ground. Head gets comfortable. So before the head is comfortable, we're doing nothing. Once the head is happy where it is, we can send that right arm up and over to the back. We can drop it behind us. We can keep the right hand on the ground as well. And then decide if you might like to raise the right leg, or if it's much nicer to feel that intense stretch into the back, which is deeper when you obviously keep that right knee on the ground and press the left or both hips to the left side. And then release again onto all fours, and from here into Pathak mountain pose or downward dog. A little bit of movement here into the backs of the legs, or stretching into the backs of the legs with little taps of the heels towards the ground. And both heels get heavy, might not be in touch with the ground, that's fine. And the arms get longer and longer, and the shoulders help you here. And we close the eyes for a moment and observe the breath. Hips higher, tailbone reaches for the sky. Eyes open as we roll forwards into a plank, and then from here drop your knees and chest and chin. On an inhale, drop your hips and raise the chest. Raise your hands from here and raise your legs. Squeeze the heels together as you rise higher. You might squeeze your glutes. And then release the hands and legs and raise your torso higher. Keep your pubic bone in touch with the ground, so trying not to go here. And release. Tuck the toes under, push the hips up. We inhale and raise the right leg. And on an exhale, we flex the foot and drop the heel to the buttocks. As we inhale, we straighten the leg, point the toes, raise your left heel off the ground as well. Look to the front, step to the front, and keep the left heel high as you rise into Asana. We open up to the right side and look to the back. We come back to the front, and from here open up to the left side and look to the front in Warrior Two. From here drop down, slowly straightening that right leg. Raising the left arm, deciding if you might want to bring that hand to the ground or rest it on your leg, maybe feet further apart to make this a little bit more comfortable to have that hand on the ground. But of course you can hover the hand as well. Take the first one a little bit easier too, and if you need to keep a little bend in the right leg, that's fine. Just be comfortable. Release from here, left hand comes down, we bend the right leg and drop the knee. We push the right knee out and look beyond the right shoulder into the back. And release, hands down, step to the back, drop the head and raise your left leg. Remember, nice and long, the shoulders stay strong, the head stays dropped. We flex the foot, drop the heel. And we point the toes again, high plant. Raise the right heel as high as you can. And then look to the front, step to the front, Ashvasanchalanasana with that right heel high. Gently opening up to the left side. None of this needs to be quick, so anything that involves balance, we are doing ourselves a lot of favors if we take it slow. Breathing in, we come back to the front, and then open up into Warrior Two. Left leg straightens. Again, you might keep staying a little bit more gentle with your body. You might slide that hand further and further down. It might come to the ground. It might hover as well. So if that's your preference, absolutely go for it. Neck comfortable. Ho-ho. And release. As the right hand comes down, we bend that left leg and we drop the right knee to the ground. And then nice and gently press the left knee out, look to the left shoulder and to the back. And then gently from here, hands to the ground, step to the back, drop the head, walk it out. Shoulders press gently to the back and up. We get longer and longer in the arms. Funny how that happens. And then from here, slowly roll forwards into a plank. Hold that plank. And then release. Knees come down and we come into child's pose.